Hi, chat. Hello, chat. Hi, chat. Late night stream. I was doing stuff earlier, but I want to shiny hunt more. You'll see what happened after stream last time. Hi, June. Hi, Jamela. Hi, Angel. Okay, I don't have to answer that message right now. So we shiny hunted last stream, and long story short, I need to be better about checking all the shiny spawns in the area before I, like, leave and say that there's nothing there. Alright? So here's what we got. Here's what happened. We were resetting in Lysander Labs, alright? We were resetting for Dewblade. And I didn't check around the corner, which also spawns in and despawns. And there was a Noivern in there. So, oops. I got a Noivern now. We were resetting at Area 5. And I didn't check the hard-to-get places in Area 5. There was a Pidgeotto on the roof. So I have that now. And there was an Alpha Venipede on the other side of the wall. So now I have an Alpha Venipede shiny. As opposed to my regular Whirlipede that was shiny. Yeah. So, you know, I missed just a few. Missed just a few of them. Where am I right now? What on earth was I even doing in this game? Anyway, I'm gonna start things off with going to Area 20, just seeing if there's anything there. You know, it's cool. And then we'll probably find, like, a better hunt to do. Hi, Totodile. Hello. Hello, baby. I don't know what other hunt. I still want to get Dewblade. Dewblade is a good one. I saw that the way that I was doing it is fine. It works. I also saw how to do Beldum. Beldum, you gotta listen for the cry. So that was a thing that needs to be done. Just not for Dewblade, it's only for Beldum. Who else did I want to grab? I still want Altaria and Swablu, but we might not do that area because I have the Noivern now. So I might not go there. Did you see the Resident Evil Pro Controller? I did see it, and I thought about getting it just because I don't have any special Switch 2 Pro Controller. And, like, I'd like to have one, but I don't think that's the one for me. I think at a certain point, it doesn't matter if it's special edition, if it looks a little ugly. Alright, where do we go? What do we have access to? We didn't do Area 12. We never finished Area 12. So that's an option. Ooh, wasn't there like a cool spot to do Baneri's? Ooh. $100 hurts a lot, but I need a generic Switch 2 Pro Controller at this point anyway. So, like, I kind of... At some point, that's a bullet I just have to bite. But... Ooh, let's go check the Spinnerack wall. I like the new layout, thank you. I bought a $5 asset pack. I'm sure a lot of other people streaming ZA also bought this asset pack. Look, it was $5, it came with looping backgrounds. That's crazy. I would have paid $5 for just the looping backgrounds. Number 2 with just 2 highs, I don't understand how the comments work at all. It likes to give it to transphobic people a lot for some reason. I don't know. Oh, Ghastly trying to lick me. Alright. We could do 13. We could do a little bit of 18. Ooh, Aldino spawns in there as well. I don't think I've done, like, any of these. Oh, we could do the Slowpokes. Let's do Slowpoke. Alright, alright. Switch 1. Yeah, Switch 1 Pro Controllers do work. But they built in the super consumer-friendly feature of if you try to wake your Switch console with a Switch 1 Pro Controller, it doesn't do that. It just doesn't do that. Plus, it's got, like, the extra buttons and stuff. That's mainly what I want it for. I want one with extra buttons. But, you know, there's also the issue that you can't wake your console with it, because anti-consumers. Yeah. But yeah, I do have my Switch 1 Pro controller still. I don't know. The last time I bought Pro controllers, or the last time I bought Switch controllers at all, I ran a scam to get them anyway. Like, I don't think I've ever paid, like, legitimate money for Nintendo Switch controllers. Alright, so I'm gonna dim the music a little bit just so I can think. Here's how the scam worked, alright? It was... So Five Below was selling Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for $5 because it's Five Below. The game is $5. Okay, that's great. Now, GameStop was accepting Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for $7.20 if you had an Elite Pro membership. That's not a huge amount, but they were running a promotion at the time that if you traded it in towards buying something that day, you would get an extra $5 tacked on. So each copy of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer that I bought at Five Below turned into GameStop for about $13. A little, not even a little, a well bit over double the money. And so that's how I bought my controllers for my Nintendo Switch 1. I bought 2 sets of Joy-Cons and a Pro controller off of that. I don't know if that was moral. I didn't have money at the time, okay? I was working at a grocery store. I'm gonna say that it's fine. That is not something that happens anymore. That is not something where you can find that deal anymore. Hello, Oscar. Hello, Nice Coffee, and Miles Maddox. What else were they? They also had Star Fox Zero. Did they have Star Fox Zero at the time? I don't know. I have like 4 copies of Star Fox Zero because that was also at Five Below at once. They had Yokai Watch, but Yokai Watch didn't turn into GameStop for as much money as Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. And they had I don't think they had Triforce Heroes at the time. They had Triforce Heroes around that time, but not directly when I was buying the Switch controllers. What are we doing? We are flying back and forth to this one spot to try and make one of these Slowpokes sparkle. We want one of these Slowpokes to sparkle. It's gonna be like purple, and it's gonna look cool because this is one of the fun ones. Look, it's a fly shiny hunt. These go so fast. We want a shiny Slowpoke, exactly. That can turn into many things. That can turn into a shiny Slowbro, a shiny Slowking. It can turn into 2 things. You have Shiny Charm? Yes, I do. We're not gonna be here for long at all. At the very least, there's gonna be a shiny Carvana in the pond because I know those load in too. Anyway, the moral of my Five Below GameStop story is that GameStop's Elite Pro membership used to be, like, legitimately overpowered. I loved when they had that running. You could get shit for so cheap and trade in for so much extra money. And that's probably why they discontinued it. Because it was like $20 a year, and I got, like, hundreds of dollars worth of value out of it. That's where like half the Wii U games back there come from. It's because I had Elite Pro at GameStop, and they would run buy 2 get 1 free sales that were also like 30% off in addition to that. Like, it was crazy because like if you bought a pre-owned game as an Elite Pro member and it was a $60 pre-owned game, that $60 pre-owned game was now $45 already. And that's stacked with buy 2, get 1 free for some reason. Like, they did not think it through. I'm the reason they had to discontinue it. I was using it too well. Buying every Wii U game ever made. How did I do all the battles? Well, I wanted to farm up all the money to buy all the clothes. So that got me a lot of it. And then, for like the 50 or so battles I had remaining, I went to Restaurant Lana. Because I didn't have any reason to do the nighttime battles anymore. But I mainly just got the battles done because I wanted money. And I got that money. I have all the clothes in the game now. Infinite Money Hack IRL not patched. It has been patched. That's the issue. It's gone. You think Five Below is going to have good games now? No. Still see people coming in that have a expired Elite Pro. I've got one. I've still got my card. And when I hand it to the GameStop people, they're kind of like, oh, that's a big boy. They're just like, oh, okay. All right, so my most recent funny GameStop store. I don't go to GameStop a lot because who the fuck wants to go there anymore? They don't have any good deals. The last time I went there, I think, which was about a year ago, I bought Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, the Zelda game that came out last year. And the cashier at the counter, he goes, hey, you want to make an irreversible life decision that's terrible? And I'm like, what is he asking me? And I look down to the screen and it's asking, do you want to sign up for a GameStop credit card? And I'm like, oh, okay. That cashier was a real one. I don't know what. I think he just said that because he knew obviously I wasn't gonna be a target for it, and he's like, "You're not gonna rat me out to my boss about this. It's fine." he just clocked me as okay, you're real. I can be real with you. It was a good bit. It was a good bit. I just was so confused in the moment because I'm like, okay, I've never had that social interaction before. How do I do that one? And then I looked down and I was like, oh, that's what he means. Okay. He gave up. He might have given up. He might have been like, yeah, I'm out of here after I got a month to go. What was your playthrough team? It's most of what I got, but not the shiny versions. We have Pear Drop, who was my starter. We have Turters, my Blastoise, my other starter. We had Clefable, who was a regular Clefable, not a shiny one. And we had a regular Scolipede as well. We also had a Simisear, but he has been replaced with Braxton for now. Where are we hunting right now? Slowpoke. Those Slowpokes right at the entrance, that is what we are hunting for. We get 2 every reset. Chances are 1 in 1,000. These resets go pretty fast, though. This is a pretty fast way to reset Pokemon. And we're not even just re-rolling the Slowpokes, because there are Carvanas loading in. We could get a shiny Carvana through this, which I believe is also a site where you sell your car or something, and not just a Pokemon. Okay, I was going to go check the Carvanas, but there's a big boy in there, and I'm scared. There we go. Oh, and I guess we're also re-rolling a Bellsprout there. Maybe we should, check exactly how far away we can do. Because basically we're re-rolling everything within 50 meters. So, if we do a quick reset, we'll see exactly where we end up standing. Alright, we're standing 88 meters away from there. 74. Oh, it's because it's up, though. 58. Yeah, we're catching the Carvanas, but we're not catching much else. So those guys will be loaded in, the Bellsprouts will be loaded in, and the Slowpokes will be loaded in. That's okay. That's most of what's in this area. I think also some stuff on the roof might be loaded in. I don't know. We'll have to check the roof after we're done. I always forget to check the roofs, and then I find shinies later, and I'm like, oh, there were just 3 shinies loaded into my world that I didn't know about. Okay. I have a question of the classics. What do you have in mind when you bought that rat Pikachu thingy that looked realistic? It would be really funny if I put that in someone's house. And it was. And he threw away one of them. He threw away the taxidermied squirrel one. That's right. 'Cause I know there's been multiple rat Pikachus, but only the one that was a real taxidermied squirrel got thrown away. That's the one that Jack was like, I need this out. This cannot exist in the same place as me. Insane that someone made that, but I didn't do it. I just bought it. I just supported it monetarily, you know? Possibly best cursed object. I don't know. Could have been the best. Maybe an all-timer. Because there was that one, there was the squirrel, and then there was, like, the rat one, right? And there was, like, another one, right? There were, like, 3 Freaky Chews, if I remember. I need to react to all those videos. We need to do a reaction stream to all the cursed products videos that I've been in. That would be super fun. Especially because we get to go back to the first one, and, like, I just have a full beard. And I have not, like, put any effort into transitioning at all. Well, I wasn't at that time. But it's just, it is really funny. And then, like, we get to see the background behind me change for, like, the first 4 of them, because I'm just in wildly different places. Someone bought a skull. Right, there was the Skull Pikachu. That might be it. That might be what I'm thinking of. Derp Master Cringe Master is an insane name. That's a name out of 2010, and I love it. Well, okay, that combines a little bit of the old with the new, okay? Derp is a little bit of the old, Cringe is a little bit of the new, you know? A little bit of 2010, a little bit of 2016, 2017. Am I a Bad Omens enjoyer? I'm not. I have not watched it. That's the one that David Tennant's in, though, right? David Tennant's in that? It's got, like, angels and demons and stuff. See, I don't think any cursed product can live up to that Pikachu. I read it the first time, Juro. More emojis don't even... I meant the band? I thought Bad Omens is a show, right? Good Omens! Thank you, Jamila! I was close, okay? I was so close. I was so close. You can't blame me for that one. You can't blame me for that one. Okay? Who's your favorite on the new Megas? Mine's Phalanx. I could tell from your profile picture. Phalanx is peak. Phalanx is one of the ones on top. I really like Clefable. That's why it's on my team. Like, as soon as I found out that got that Mega. Or, like, I knew it had a Mega, but as soon as I found out what the Mega looked like, I popped that thing on my team. I wanted it so bad. I will blame you for that one. Look. I have trouble with things that sound similar. A lot of trouble. Usually sounding similar for me is just one letter. But that was a whole word. You expect me to tell the difference between 2 things that have the same whole word in them? Insane. Who's being hunted? Slowpoke. We're going for Slowpoke. So 2 of them spawn in every time I do the fly. As well...
Jacintha's goals.
Okay, well, I don't think that's the right pronunciation super chat message, but thank you for the $2. She is. Look, okay. As a point of reference, pretty much every female character in Pokemon is goals. Like, they designed the girlies with such gay energy. Like, come on. Do you know the DLC is out now, I think? Well, it's not out. You can just sort of buy it. You know? You can get the clothing one. Ryan Gosling is preaching? That's crazy. But, like, the story part's not out. I'm not buying the DLC clothing early, all right? I will wait for the story. Are you ranked 50 yet? Yep, we have the shiny charm. We honestly should have seen Slowpoke by now. I like frogs. I even have a level 6 shiny Greninja from Go. Nice. Level 6 Greninja is crazy. But the Go transfer stuff is always, like, so weird. What do you think about Mega Starmie? I like him. He's goofy. I get it. He wanted to be more human, so he grew legs. Right? That's cute. That's fun. I do think it's a little weird that he doesn't take after Lita at all. Well, like, he's got feet, but he's not, like, not a dancer or anything. But, like, Naveen, Scrafty just is Naveen. You know, it's weird that she didn't get that privilege. All right, who do we got? Do you think that the end game is good? I really like the end game. I like most of this game. All right, we're going to do a quick check on the roof because I want to go see. Those guys aren't shiny. Do you think the detective girl is being glazed of horny fan art is the fault of Game Freak or no? I think Game Freak just likes to make pretty girls. And who doesn't, okay? They've proven time and time again, they continuously make pretty girls in their games. Even if they're not Pokemon, alright? Even if not Pokemon. Alright, let's go back over here. Let's see if there's any shinies up on the roof. I like the characters from Click Medic a lot. The nurse characters. There's like a nurse character and there's an engineer character, and I like both of them a lot. Okay, I don't see any shinies up there. Even if they're not Pokemon. No. Even if the games aren't Pokemon, okay? Okay? I'm talking about like this lady, this nurse lady. I like her. And this lady. All right? I'm talking about those kind of characters. All right? They've both been to medical school. Ah, my real human ears that are totally real and attached to my body. Ouch. Talking about girls, what is your favorite? In this game or in general? I don't know. Probably Emma. I like the face she makes. Look, I like a little bit of an uwu face, all right? She's got that going on, okay? She's got a very expressive face. It's fun. The Pokemon in ZA are more vibrant / colorful. They have more saturated colors. The whole game's more saturated. Scarlet and Violet's just like really desaturated for no reason. It's so weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. But this art style's a lot better for this game, you know? Can't find a shiny Sandile. It's been 30 hours? Okay, at this point, I think you just need to lock in and do the battles to get the shiny charm. How do you enjoy playing Legends Zaza? Well, a shiny hunt's a shiny hunt. It doesn't matter much what game you're doing it in. However, I would like one of these Slowpokes to sparkle. I have the shiny charm? What are you doing then? That's crazy. This game does not like you. Because that's one where you can just fly and they'll like spawn in the outer rings, right? Surely. Oh wow, lots of big Slowpokes. Lots of big old Slowpokes. I would like one of them to be the small Slowpoke, please. Welcome in the game. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet just looks weirdly janky. I don't get it. I don't get what happened there. Been trying to hunt Dratini. Oh, Dratini is tough. I don't know if I'm gonna do Dratini. I don't know. He is a toughie. Found Wooper is not in the new game. Wooper's not in this game. No Wooper. How in the world do you get more wild zones? You just progress the story. They pop up as the story moves on. That's the only way. There's nothing else that you have to do in the background. It's just as you go through the story, more wild zones. Gotten a shiny Skiddo when Zone 3 unlocked. It took some hours. I have too many shiny Skiddos. They don't add Jigglypuff in the DLC. I'm firing all the Pokemon team. It's crazy that Jigglypuff's not just in the game. That feels like one of the Kanto Pokemon that, like, needs to be included, you know? Where it's like, okay, this is one of the ones that has to be in every game because everyone loves it. Do you know where the Mega Ampharos fight is? I do not. I forget. Look around for elevators, ladders, underground tunnel, something. What was your first shiny in this game? Vivillon. I got a Vivillon. I believe that was it. I mean, aside from the Mareep. Alright, no Carvanas, no Slowpokes. Puff wasn't in Arceus or the Shield, and wasn't in Shield until DLC. That's so weird. Like, because you think about Jigglypuff and you're like, that's gotta be one of the most popular Kanto Pokemon. You know? Catch you later, June. Go have fun lurking. I just lost 2 shiny Fletchling. Okay, so if you're approaching shiny Fletchling, you just gotta, like, find a ground approach for it. You just gotta sneak. As long as you're sneaking, they will never fly away. It will never fly away as long as you're in sneak mode. All right? Just sneak up like this. It won't leave. No matter how fast you move, no matter how close you get, will not go away. We are searching for shiny Slowpoke. I mean, how can you not? Look at him. He's adorable. He deserves to have his shiny caught. I had no idea they were there. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. The black kid, I don't know what his name... His name is Naveen, thank you very much. He cooks Fashion King. Shiny Slowpoke into King or Bro? I don't know. I sincerely don't know. I guess probably Bro first, considering I don't exactly have someone to trade with right now. But yeah, some of the megas are tough to get to, but I like it. I like that there's like a little puzzle you need to solve to get to each of the rogue mega battles, where you need to find the way up onto the right building and then take the right path across, and then like you got to put it together. It's a platforming puzzle. Which Game Freak buffed Wigglytuff a bit? Is Wigglytuff not strong already? I didn't know Naveen was a guy until the last part of the main story when I read the pronoun he. Oh. Yeah, Naveen is kind of like non-binary coded, let's be real. 1,000 battles are such a slog. Look, I'm telling you, the grind to get the money will get you there. If you want to buy all the clothes, just do that. Same time, you'll get there. You'll learn how to efficiently do the nighttime battles. Please name him Tylenol. I don't like that. I know that I like the implication there. Okay, chat, I am looking to buy a turbo controller, but I was looking to buy a turbo controller before this. I just wanted to buy a turbo controller for doing shiny Herba Mystica raids on my second Switch. But, you know, now I also need it for this. I'm not even, like, presenting fairly feminine today. That's crazy that someone said that. That's so weird. That's like so... I'm not even like presenting feminine. You would never know, right? I don't know. Do I just give off that energy? I guess I do. I'm kind of adorable, guys. I'm kind of adorable. Whew. You should do Dress to Impress with all these outfits, Bill. Oh, someone's cooking on it, I swear. Look, I'm sure like 5 different YouTubers are all cooking on the exact same idea because that's like the idea. Get a job. I have one. I work for Purple Cliff. I get paid a salary. It's great. Dog. I got a job. You think because I'm playing a video game that I don't have a job? I have a job. I don't... That's how I afford video games. Huh. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know what? I guess people can be in here and be transphobic if, like, they see my profile picture. They're probably seeing the profile picture. That does make sense. That does make sense. I always forget about that. Am I wearing lipstick? I don't know. Am I? I don't think so, actually. Honestly, I don't think so. I think we gotta reapply, guys. I think we gotta reapply. In all honesty, it's kind of a necessity. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. I swear I saw it. What did you see? Shiny, I think, on my screen? Oh, shit! I was too busy rage baiting to see the shiny. I was too busy rage baiting to see the shiny. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, well, there he is. There he is. What ball are we gonna catch him in? Oh, we gotta go heal ball. We gotta go heal ball. That's actually crazy. All right, get him. Well, we got one. So that's pretty cool. But he won't be back for like 5 minutes. So let's go check the roofs. Yeah, the difference is noticeable in this game. It's great. Let's make sure he went... Oh, we'll check the box later. Oh! What the... That's not even range to reset. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not even in reset range. What the hell? What the hell? That's completely... Huh? That's too far away! All right, we're saving. We're saving. What the hell? What the hell is that one? Huh? Huh? That's out of the reset range. The reset range ends over there. Oh my god. Okay, what ball are we catching him in? No. Okay, I need to figure out what ball we're doing. It's purple. It's purple. We could do netball. Okay, he's coming up. What ball? What ball? What ball? That means he was there the entire time? No. He means he just spawned in. Because we did check him. Master Ball? I don't... No. No Master Ball. Could use Dive Ball. I think Dive Ball?
Sharpedo Jump Scare.
Sharpedo Jump Scare is real. Dust Ball, Oh, Dust Ball has purple particles. We're doing Dust Ball. We're doing Dust Ball. Boom! Boom! We got Blahaj. There he is. Oh my god. Yo. Okay, let's go check the roof. Oh, Milk Zombie, I'm glad you like the content. I'm glad you like seeing me on your feed. Thank you. All right. Let's go check the R-Box. Oh, that's a big boy. We need to check the R-Box over here, and we need to check the Watchhogs over there. The R-Box over here, not shiny. The Watchhogs over there. That Sharpedo is insane. What was that guy doing there? Dog, that's crazy. All right, Watchog. No shiny Watchogs. All right, well, I'll take the shiny I'll take the shiny Alpha Sharpedo for the record. Shiny Alpha. Bro, how did you get down there? Bro, what are you doing down there? Dog, you're supposed to be... Oh, he's slithering into that room. That's, some poor soul has an R-Box sticking through their window right now. Oh. Oh. Huh. Alright, well. Night is falling, and that person is not sleeping soundly. Alright, that's two more. We got Slowpoke. Hold on, Spupa. This is the special Spupa, by the way. That's him. We got Slowpoke, we got Sharpedo. We don't gotta check for marks. There's no marks in this game. Look at how good this boy is. He's so noticeable. Tell me a random room and I'll try my best to look for a shiny in it. Follow me to whatever room I go to next. What room can we do? Ooh, that's got some fun stuff. That would only spawn in like the first things. What does this spawn in when you do a little fly to it? What does this do? What do we get here? How far is that? That's 51. Okay, so we get everything from there to here when we do a fly there. So let's see. Shiny lamp? Ooh. Oh, it doesn't quite reach the snow runts. It doesn't reach the snow runts. Do zone 12 then? I haven't decided on zone 12. Been bench resetting in zone 20 for 6 days now. I'm on 11,000 resets with no Oh my god. Oh, I am sorry for you. That's crazy. Alright. So we would get a couple Snovers, but everything else is too far in to reset. Because it's 50 meters. Dog, I've been trans for the entire time I've been popular on YouTube. It's very funny whenever people notice. Because it's like, I have been the whole time. Alright, we can get some nighttime spawns right now. The lamp is good. But the lamp spawns up on the roof. And zone 17 is hell. Ooh, where does this spawn us in? Where does this spawn us in? Use the bench? We could do bench resets. They're just a little longer. Okay, so we get about there. 50 meters is... Oh, we get a little farther than that, actually. We get about to there. Which means we get those guys. We get Stunfisk. Maybe a Frou-Frou. Okay. What do we got here? What do we get from the spawn-ins here? This one, I think we just get Houndooms. Oh, you know what? Maybe those Beneries spawn in. Oh, well, that's on top of a building, which means it's surely down here. Oh, that's a 50. It's pretty close. We could do, like, resets for Beneries. Those Beneries are spawning in, right? Like, when we fly to here, those guys are spawning in, right? Surely. Surely. I think we're getting new ones. It's always hard to tell if you're actually getting new ones, because, like, if you go check, they'll obviously be new, because then you spawn them in. And it's like you can't observe it to check if it's actually new, because you might just, like, you know... You might just incorrectly spawn them in anyway. Right? I don't know what I'm... If y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. We can do a couple here and just see what happens. Yadiel, your algorithm runs off what you like, so I think you want to make out with me. I think you want to kiss me. I always like these people that come in and are like... I have so many more subscribers than you. I have so many of them. Like... Yeah, it's that time of the night. Like your lipstick, thank you. Slice of slang like a girl boss, hell yeah. Alright, I'm out of my rage baiting segment. I'm done rage baiting. Let's check our guys. And then probably go somewhere else. Because I don't know if I'm actually spawning in these Veneer. These Magikarps are definitely spawning in. This is a place to hunt Magikarp. I thought that guy was shiny for a second. He's just angry. What spawns in Area 8 when you do a fly? Walter, everyone sees you saying that I look like Creekcraft. I don't think I do at all. I've seen Creekcraft because, like, he was in a Purple Cliff video. I don't think I do. What are we trying to catch? We're just going around trying to find our next target. We were doing Slowpoke, but now there's other stuff. Now we have to find a new target. I'm gonna make so many of these little dudes chase after me. Alpha Garbodor can spawn behind a building when traveling to Zone 8? Ooh. We can do Alpha opening. I think I'm going to do bench resets here because I still really want the Shiny Swablu. And this gives me access to Shiny Swablu. There's 3 spawns every time it resets today. We can get more Bagons to get that full line. Maybe Fennekin. I don't know. I don't know. Let's kill some time on a bench. Let's sleep on a bench for a couple days. Remember to like stream if you hate Igglybuff. Igglybuff is okay. He's fine. You know. Okay, now we have the Jesus one. Now we got a Jesus person. You look like you'd be stinky if someone would actually touch you. Maybe. Maybe. I guess I got a little sweaty today. I did shower last night. But that does mean I should probably shower again tonight. Because I do stink a little bit. You know? Just a tiny bit. That's normal after a day. YouTube found the kind of streams I enjoy. Hey, Lucy in chat. Welcome in. Just found your channel and I've been watching your Wii U quick reviews. Why are you watching those? Why are you cooking on those? Which one are you watching? And why? My favorite zone to hunt in is 20 because I can just bench reset and not pay attention. 20 is pretty cool. 20's got a lot of, like, a big variety of stuff. which, like, is super cool. Like, I like going to 20 just every once in a while just to see what's there. You know? You know? What's your favorite game? Possibly Zelda Wind Waker HD. It is Zelda Wind Waker a lot of the time. Sometimes it's Zelda Majora's Mask. Both just baller titles. Baller Zeldas. I want to hunt Goomy, but Caterpie SOS ruined me in Ultra Sun and Moon. I can't do another rain hunt. Oh my god. Yeah. Goomy seems tough in this game. I probably would not lock in for a Gooby hunt. He's a little much. he's a little itty bitty too much. Oh. Got 20 shiny Caterpie before the shiny Goomy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rain in this game is super weird. Because, like, I think I only came across it, like, twice in my initial playthrough. But if you do bench resets, it does occasionally start raining. Like, the odds of it happening are just super weird. Like, it's cloudy right now. It might rain later, I guess. Right? I don't know. There's different types of weather. Wonder when ZA will be on home. I know it's in 2026, but my hope is before DLC. Probably around the time of the DLC update, I think, right? You know, just pair them together. That sounds like something they do. Pancham and Ultra Sun and Moon was rough too. I got 12 Pangoro before Pancham. Oh, no. Oh, shit, it's raining. Well, there you go. It's a-raining. What was your favorite game on the Wii U? Well, okay, that's Zelda Wind Waker HD. Look, that's no contest. But if we're talking Wii U exclusives, Devil's Third, because it's funny. It's so stupid. I love it. Devil's Third is a... Okay, so it was pitched in, like, 2008 as, like, a really edgy shooter game when they were doing, like, ultra-violent, edgy shooters for, like, the PlayStation and Xbox 360 and whatever. And then it got into development hell, and then the studio making it went defunct, and then the studio that picked it up went defunct. And then they finally got it back to around to it and put it on the Wii U. And it's about a guy who is in Guantanamo Bay, and he drums in the basement of Guantanamo Bay. And then they have to, like, pull him out because they're like, this is a mission only you can do. There's space debris raining everywhere, and the whole world's in chaos. You have to do it. And he's like, "Da, I will do it. My name is Ivan. I am Russian man. I will save the world reluctantly." And it's great. And it's on the Wii U for no reason. And Nintendo published it. And it's $300 now. It's $300 now. And it's great. It's the best. And then the guy who directed that game went on to make the Samurai Jack game. So, you know, peak. Is that lipstick? We did just reapply lipstick. We did just reapply. Because people were asking me if there was lipstick on, and the answer was pretty much no. And so I had to put more on, so the answer became yes. You know? The biggest jump scare... Okay, the biggest jump scare playing through Devil's Third was, like... You get to the end, and, like, the first thing in the credits is, like, executive producer Satoru Iwata. And I was like, what the fuck? Like... I was not expecting his name to be there, but because Nintendo picked it up after, like, 3 other companies went defunct trying to make this thing. It's ma'am. Abominable Plumber, it's ma'am. Anyway, that was supposed to be the next Wii U quick review when things chopped off in 2021. In case we got any fans of that. I played all the way through Devil's Third to review it, and then I never did. Because I had a job. You know? I don't care if the battle zone's activated. Oh, someone's gobbling a Shrek dong in the chat. Did y'all ever see the vomiting emoji as the Shrek dong gobbling emoji? That kind of is what it looks like, right? It looks like a guy's going down on Shrek. Going, ah, and he's got, like, Shrek's, you know, little Shrek in his mouth. Right? My water will be off longer than expected due to issues in the main? Oh, okay. Want to get Shiny Charm in ZA, but I'm worried I won't be able to since I can't get some of the trade evos. No online because I spend it all in the game. If you know someone who has it IRL, you can do it that way. But yeah, a couple of the do require trade evo. Like there's a couple of them that just don't spawn in. You have to trade to get them. Your best bet would be to find someone IRL, but Switch Online's not that expensive, right? Let me think about it, because you can buy like just 1 month. How much is just 1 month? Why is it undergoing server maintenance right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? That's crazy. Oh. Okay. All right. Server maintenance, woo. Okay, well. We cannot currently check the price of it. Server maintenance time. Yay. Ugh. $3 a month for online when you already played a minimum of $360 plus tax to play the game. Okay, we need to stop counting the console price in the price of a game. That's not how consoles work. Unless you really only buy your console to play one game. I don't think that's fair to count as part of the price of a game. You can't say, like, Mario Kart World costs $500 and Pokemon costs $500. They can't both cost $500 running off the same console. What were you price checking? The price of 1 month of Switch Online. But yeah, there is a free trial, actually. There's a 7-day free trial. I mean, that requires that you put in a credit card, but there is a free trial. I don't know how to deal with game prices nowadays, man. I gotta acknowledge that, like, I'm in a very different situation than I would have been if this was back when I was younger, you know? Well, maybe not, because I bought a lot of Wii U games when I was younger anyway. Alright. None of those guys are shiny. You're not a shiny. Bagon is not shiny. I can't see the other Bagons right now. What are your thoughts on Switch 2 so far? What game are you most hyped for? I've been liking the Switch 2. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a banger. Donkey Kong Bonanza was an all-timer. Great game. Lovely game. Mario Kart World was obviously also a great game. Even if I haven't really gone back to it yet, but it's because they haven't done any DLC yet. Give me a shiny. No shinies. Okay. Where's Fennekin? There it is. I mostly bought Skylanders as a kid. Fair. A lot of people in 2020 only bought a Switch to play Animal Crossing. Oh, that's true. My parents both did that. And my mom still... Well, she has other games now. She has other games. But she mostly just played Animal Crossing for a while. Which, I mean, if you get that much time out of it, then I guess it's worth it. Even if we're excluding the price of the console, we have a minimum of $60 plus tax. Excluding the free trial at the end of the 3 ranked sessions, you'll be able to get them all. Here is the rank mode, yeah. But they also seem to be including the previous Mega Stones in the new rank seasons, which is good. They announced that you can get Greninjaite in the Delphox rank season at rank Y, which is super cool. That it's not going away at the end of this rank season. Yeah, I don't know if this game should be $70, but it's also because I don't really know if any game should be $70. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, I think, was justified for $70. I think Tears of the Kingdom, I'd say, was justified. Because, like, that was an all-timer game. Donkey Kong Bonanza, justifiably... you could say that's 70. You could say that was worth 70. I think I had $70 worth of peak with Bonanza. Mario Kart should be around 60. Mario Kart should be around 60. For sure. I don't know why it's 80. 80's a little much, but also I paid 50 for it because it came with my Switch, so you know, I'm fine with that deal. 50 is like $10 whole cheaper than what I would have paid for it. Remember $40 3DS games? Yeah, but those were 3DS games. They look a little crispy. A little crunchy. Silksong was $100 a peak and was only $20. Oh, Silksong? Great bargain. I haven't played Silksong. I played the original Hollow Knight. And the original Hollow Knight was already a bargain. $15 for an amazing game. Incredible game. But, like, indie games are always going to be a good deal. Like, 99% of the time, you're buying an indie game, it's a good deal. Stardew Valley, $15 for absolute peak. Incredible amount of peak. Is that Nia Xenoblade? Yes. Yes, it is. Can, like, all DS games fit on 128 gigabytes? Yeah, there's a lot of consoles like that. I know that, like, all N64 games can fit on, like, a ridiculously small amount. I think it's, like, 4 gigs or something like that. It's so funny. It's so funny, like, because the cartridge sizes were so small, like, all N64 games can fit on, like, 4 gigs. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, don't look at the tower. It's fine. It's fine. They just revitalized it, okay? It got revitalized. You're looking amazing today? Thank you. Don't understand the hate for Legends ZA. Sure, the buildings have less detail. But other than that, the story's pretty great. Yeah, like, it's just the buildings thing, honestly, for me. The buildings and the lack of voice acting, but otherwise, it's a banger story. I loved the story. I love the story. I love the catching mechanics. I don't think they're quite as good as Legend Arceus catching mechanics, but the battle mechanics are better than Legend Arceus. They got it. They got it. That's the best answer. I'm going to start using that. Do I have Shiny Charm? Yes, I do. It's the only Pokemon that beating the game spoils the game. Yeah. Look, I do kind of like... look, in a world without streaming, I do like the presentation of, like, every single time the day resets, you get reminded of what happens. And I do also like that, like, basically, you come to Lumiose as a tourist in the first place. You come to see the sights. Your character has no other motivation. You're here as a tourist. You're here to see things. And you get there too late to ever see the tower, which is super cool. That, like... You come to the city, that's implied to be one of the things you'd want to see because it's the big sight of the city. And then you just never get to see it. Except for, like, during that one brief moment before everything goes absolutely haywire. You never get to see it properly, though. You were always just one step too late, which is super cool. And then it reminds you of it on this screen. It's like, hey, you fucked up. You got here too late. Oop. Why don't they bring over the anime VAs for the games? I'm sure they have, like, weird union rules or something. I can understand why they don't do that, but they should have some sort of VAs in the game. I don't know. Are animes and, like, video games different, like, guilds or whatever? Were we hunting? I really want a shiny Altaria. But there's other things that go here. Is Clement homeless now since he doesn't have a job? I guess. There's just, like, one person who acknowledges him in dialogue in this entire game, and it's just like, there used to be a brother and sister who lived here. Anyway. Like, it is very... Ooh, Big Swablu. Hello, Big Swablu. No Fennekin? No Bagons? No Bagons down there? Okay. You can't see all the Bagons, but they do all reset, I'm pretty sure. I hate the day and night transitions. I've lost a bunch of alpha Pokemon to those. I like them. I think the time limit is a very fun mechanic where, like, it really makes you, like, hey, finish up what you're doing. Be doing what you're doing and finish it up fast. Especially during nighttime, but... I mean, daytime, it essentially does the same thing. Where it's like, yo... Be quick about it. I have Shiny Altaria, Dragonite, and Metagross, but I don't want to lock them into ZA forever because you can't trade Pokemon out of it. Well, you can trade... I'm pretty sure you can trade Pokemon out of it, just not back to the old games. Like, you'll be able to trade them to newer stuff, just not to older stuff. You know? MILF? Me? Am I the MILF? I hope I am. I love that. I love that idea. That's a great idea. We should roll with that. There's an entire Elite Four champion that just seeped by. Okay. In their defense, I think, like, Malva's dead, I'm pretty sure. Malva's either dead or she faked her death or something. She's not around, and nobody knows where the fuck she went. Seabold left the Elite Four to go be a chef. The Night guy is only mentioned in the museum. We don't know what he's doing. Diantha's busy making a movie during this. Someone mentions her new movie during this. She's busy making a movie. Drasna has no mentions in this game because my queen would never let that happen. So, you know, she actually, I'm making out with her during this game. That's why she couldn't come help everybody. Because of me, okay? She's my inappropriately older than me girlfriend, actually, believe it or not. There shouldn't be any argument about how Pokemon are pronounced since all the pronunciations until the voice acting gets added. Agreed. Any of the Pokemon, any of the characters' names, you can't get on anyone's case about it, except for Tangeli. I don't know why Jack says that. You can get on his case for that one, but... Yo, MILF? Am I the MILF? Or is Drasna the MILF? Drasna's a GILF. This game has a GILF. It's not Drasna, it's Jet, but, you know. And she's canonically a GILF. We found that out. Lovely. Feel like the champion should be helping, considering she was the strongest Mega Evolution user trainer, at least before the main protagonist of XY. That's the question. Where's the protagonists? I want to know what happened to the protag. Which is crazy. I understand why we don't know, but I want to know. We find out what happened to Trevor. Trevor's off with Professor Sycamore, and they're off doing something in like a different region. They're researching. But I don't think we find out what anyone else is doing. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Okay. Yeah, you the MILF? Thank you. Thank you. I think so too. I would consider me a MILF. I don't know. But like also in Black and White 2, like the protagonists of those games just mysteriously disappeared. But they at least acknowledged it. They were like, we don't know where they went. Trevor and Sycamore gay? I hope not. I hope not. That... OMG YouTuber MILF? Thank you, thank you. Think Tierno is in Unova dancing? That's possible. I mean, obviously Lita is Tierno's sister. So we have that connection. We know he's alive because she's not, like, inconsolable. We know Tierno didn't die. We don't know what he's doing, but he didn't die. How far does Tobias get in the Kalos League? Is Tobias that guy who had Darkrai? Is he that guy from the Sinnoh League that had, like, Darkrai? Tobias Pokemon. Yes, he is. He very much is. What did he have? He had... nope, that's from Reddit. What's his actual team? He had Darkrai and Latios? Bro. Bro, you can't roll up with that. You can't roll up with that. Tierno is Lita now? Oh. Yeah, great job on your transition, little dude. Great job. That could happen. It's been 5 years, okay? I'm just saying, if Tierno, like, started taking estrogen immediately, it could... And then lost a little bit of weight, alright? That could happen. I'm willing to... Like... The ages work out, I think. I could see Lita being an older Tierno. Right? This is what ZA shiny hunting is? This is one of the ways. There's a faster method where you just fly to an area, and you can get through that way faster. We were doing that earlier. We got 2 shinies off of it. Why did I join Tierno taking estrogen? Because he took estrogen in this game, became Lita. Do you think estrogen sold like carbo and protein? I hope so. If the Pokemon world is justified at all, it will be. Those bad guns are not shiny. That guy's not shiny. Okay. I will not forgive them for locking Peak Tawny behind being misgendered, but at least France made cross-dressing illegal. I know, right? I love Tawny. Oh my god. Tawny's adorable, alright? Look, I've become a Tawny fan over, like, the past week. What the fuck does Genesis 127 mean? Use your words. Don't use your clock speak. Don't be talking like a digital clock. No, I've been loving Tawny. Look, I ship her with the main character. I think they vibe together. The female main character, specifically Yuri, okay? The Yuri version. I ship the Yuri version. Because I've seen a bunch of people doing great Yuri art of them together on Twitter. Hair's looking mad greasy. I just watched it last night. I don't know how to present it as... It's very fluffed up. I don't know how to present it. Look, I don't know how to fucking present it as not that. We're listening to Splatoon Weezer. Pretty lazy. What? That's crazy. That's a crazy username. That's an actual... What are you cooking with that username? It's... I don't even know what to think. Kalos is part of urban redevelopment, made HRT free and got universal healthcare. I think they already have universal healthcare. Hopefully. They hopefully do. I mean, they have it for the Pokemon at least. You'd think that would, like, apply to people as well. Especially if you have, like, the technology that they do. Hold on, we gotta go back to Splatoon, Buddy Holly real quick. Let's go to this song. There we go. Lebane and Jacinthe are 100% Yuri. They are. They are, and they like showing it off. That's what they're doing. They're doing a little bit of roleplay out in public. Which I don't condone necessarily. I'm just passing it on. They're getting freaky with each other. That's what their relationship is. Right? You go to the Pokemon Center if you've been blasted by Hyper Beam too many times. I mean, that's what Zinnia did. That's what Zinnia did. Hold on. Do we have the panel somewhere? Hold on. Zinnia stabbed by Rayquaza. Hold on. Let me find the panel. And let me not find, like, the fucking fan translation that fucking sucks. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Someone did a fan translation of these panels, and, like, they just fucking made it sound sexual, and I hate it. But we'll just use the original Japanese one. Yeah, so, you know... Oh. Hold on. Yeah, so, you know, that's what happened to Zinnia. That is indeed what happened to Zinnia. Yeah, you know. She got a little bit of stabbed. She got a little bit of hyper beamed. Been there, done that. Yeah. Oof. Anyway, she was fine. She lived. She lived this. Yeah, you know, she was just in a wheelchair later, but she was fine. She was fine. Is this game really good, or is Legends Arceus better? I don't know which one I like more yet. They're both good. But I do not know which one I prefer yet. They both have their good moments. What the hell is Charlie Kirk doing here? I don't know, but he seems to have changed for the better. He seems to have changed for the better, at least. He seems to be down with my MILF fever. Me and my wife both pogged when Gwen and Canary held hands. Oh, they are feeling each other. I mean that in, like, a wholesome way. They are loving each other. They're girlfriends, okay? She's the secret girlfriend that she doesn't tell her stream about, so that, like, she keeps getting donos and tier 3 subs. You know? Don't tell Naveen. Naveen still has dreams. Okay, I'm gonna get... What the fuck is this? Okay, there's some weird fan art in this Google search. Okay. Every time I join your streams, I hear some unhinged shit positive. Thank you, thank you. I pride myself on being able to say just the weirdest things imaginable. Wish you could choose the MZ leader's gender and ZA. Exactly. Just let us choose. I understand why they didn't do it. It's because they are very romance coded. It is a very romantically coded storyline, and there would have been like a lot of angry parents if they did it the other way. And I get that. However, you could have just, you know, swept it on the rug. Who cares, really? Like, you control the buttons you press type deal. You know? You could have just let us have it and then, like, been like, oh, well, it's your fault for choosing that rival. Went back to Arceus earlier, and OMG, do I hate how it controls compared to ZA? I think I like the Arceus controls still. I don't know. I like being able to throw around things with the same, like in this game, your Pokemon are mapped to, like, one thing, and, like, your balls are mapped to this, and, like, you gotta... I like them being on the same thing that you swap between the Legends Arceus, you know? The same system. But yeah, at this point, I don't even know why they need to, why do you need to refer to my trainer by gender? You know? Just get some they-thems up in here. We don't even need pronouns. We don't need pronouns. We can have generic pronouns. I swear... Okay, I was gonna say, I swear, if I get another shiny Fennekin before I get this. None of those guys, none of those guys. Okay, we're gonna check daytime spawns, and then we're gonna go do something else. We're gonna go shiny hunt somewhere else. I just beat the game and I've been stabbed. I know it, Juniper. You can go back to my reaction. It was... Ugh. It was a little rough. Rough. Be a shiny. No, he's just big. He's just a big, big boy. Alright, let's go down there. Oh, we need to check the Trubbish in the alleyway. He's not shiny. We need to check Lopunny. She's not shiny. No shiny Bagons. Shiny Pidgey? Oh, shiny Pidgey's not even spawned in. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay, let's do a fly reset then. Oh, let's check out Area 20 for a little bit. Area 20 is always fun. Next, that's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. You should try being nicer. Got shiny Scrope last night? Ooh, you can Mega Evolve that. Oh, sorry if that's spoilers. But you can, and you should. You should definitely evolve that so you can Mega Evolve that. It will probably look cool. I did, it looks so sick, yeah. Alright, no one in Zone 20. Alright, let's go back to doing Honedge then. I want to do Honedge. The Sonder Cafe, perfect. Honedge resets are really easy. You just press A a bunch, and I love it. I'm a big fan. I don't care about the thin layer of dust. So basically, this over here is where my Noivern was. That guy, he was shiny. That's the guy that I forgot to check. So once we're done doing this, we need to check everything. We can't just check the Honedges. But anyway, this is shiny hunting right here. This is shiny hunting. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, ba, ba. That one there, that one there. Praying for you to leave this lifestyle. Truly depressing to see society fall apart like this. Jesus loves you as the man he created you to be. No. See, Jesus gave me the means to transition my gender. That's why Jesus created estrogen. That's why he created estrogen shots. God gave me the means to transition my gender, thus, it must be his plan. What are we doing? We're shiny hunting. This is shiny hunting. You just press A here, and it re-rolls these swords. I'll show you the swords. That guy there, that guy up there, that guy up there, they're all getting re-rolled every single time I do this. It's great. God is a woman in black and bisexual? Oh, yeah, she is. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. This one, I can do this one one-handed. I got a free hand. What? Why is that the color that it is? What was that resting on that it is that color now? Alright, well. Any other spots to reset encounters like this? Yes. You can sort of do it with Beldum. You have to, like, wait for Beldums to spawn in when you're doing it. You don't have to wait for the Honedges. But there is one of these teleporters that respawns Beldum. You have to, like, go up to Beldum first, spawn them in the first time. It's some weird method. I saw it on TikTok. But you can do this with Beldum, which is great, because otherwise Beldum would be super annoying to get. But this is also resetting Noivern. I think it's resetting an Arbok or two. How do you know when a shiny appears? You don't. However, once the shiny is there, it will never not be there. It will never roll over the shiny. So we can just do this. What do you think of the controversy of this game? I think a lot of it's just manufactured to get clicks and stuff. So we don't need to know if the shiny is there. We can just do this for a while and then go check. We might have already gotten it. We also might have not gotten it, and we won't get it for a while. Who we hunting? Doublade? Honedge. I want swords. I want some shiny swords. What else spawns over here? I know whatever's over here also probably gets spawned in. Yeah, so we got Houndoom spawning in probably. Maybe. Can you believe they cut down trees to make this game? They cut down trees. They cut down trees for a lot of stuff. I think the Noivern is shiny again now. Hold on. Yeah, he's shiny again. Okay. Well, we got another one. We got a backup. A good old backup. Get in the ball, buddy. Alright, well, we got two. It's, you know. So good for that guy. I didn't need him. We got some puppies in here. I think that's the only stuff that gets reset. So we'll go back to resetting for our swords. Thanks, Noivern, I guess. Cool. Can't believe Hideo Kojima worked on this game. Guys, there are multiple people with the name Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima is not just one guy. It's like being named Mark Johnson. There's multiples of them running around. Now, that said, they did all spawn from one Hideo Kojima as little buds. They're called the Mini Kojimas. They work on all games. Any game that you've ever seen a foot modeled in, that's got one of the Mini Kojimas. Can't believe Toby Fox worked on this game? I don't think he did. You said Johnson. Yeah. First game time catching you live, watching with my GF. Love the content. Hope you all had an amazing day. Thank you, Pastel Dead Pixel. Praying for Mega Noivern in the DLC. Exactly. It feels like something that would... It feels like a Mega that writes itself. Just give him big old ears and he can't hear anymore. Give him ears so big that he can no longer hear because they exert, like, this noise that, like... I don't know. That's his messed up thing. Like, they're constantly pounding. Or they hear too much. They hear too much. So, like, he can't hear because he hears everything. Yeah. And then if he has a trainer that loves him, he can focus or something. And hear a little better. I don't think Toby made music for this game. I think it's other people. That's just Whismer, though? I guess, but, like, with really big ears. So this game was one of the Mini Kojimas? That's the working theory. Pichu and its evolution line can learn Volt Echo at level 99. That makes sense, because there's no breeding in this game to get it onto there. I would believe that. Welcome in, Tomato Man. I do need to play the Game Freak game that Toby Fox did do all the music for, because there is a game made by Game Freak where all the music was done by Toby Fox. which is kind of crazy. It's not good, but it exists. I mean, the music's good. Wasn't it Little Town Hero? Yeah. It's up there somewhere. It's a load-bearing piece. I can't remove it. It is right there. You can't see it at all, but it's there. Yeah, it's apparently not a very good game. I played a little bit of it. I started it. But I also kind of want to wait for it to see if it, like, gets a Switch 2 update that, like, makes it run a little better. Or something. I don't know. But I plan to play all the Game Freak games at some point. I played a lot of the early stuff so far, just because, like, the early stuff is super easy to get through. Like, because it's really fast. You get Mendo Palace, which is just, like, an arcade-style little game where you memorize enemy patterns and, like, flip them up towards the walls or whatever. Like, it's like a Pac-Man style sort of thing. Like, Pac-Man inspired. And then I played, obviously I played Yoshi, that's just a puzzle game. I played Mario and Wario, that's just a puzzle game, which is now on Switch Online, which is crazy. I played... They made a lot of puzzle games early on. A lot of them are just puzzle games. Mega Dimensions, just Dark World Trust? That would be cool. I've heard different theories about Mega Dimension. I've heard either we're gonna get like a super real... sorry, not realistic. We're either gonna get like a super futuristic Lumiose. I've heard theories about that. And like they'll just redo the map with a bunch of neon and stuff, and like it'll be super futuristic and techno and cool. Or that we're gonna get like a ruined Lumiose, which would also be cool. Like a bad ending Lumiose. I could see either of those ideas working. I don't know which one I'd prefer. Regardless, I think it's gonna be Lumiose again. I think we're just gonna go to a different version of Lumiose. And then maybe have like one or two smaller maps. But the main thing is gonna be like the same map, just a little different. Okay, none of those guys have respawned yet. Let's check the puppies in this room. I want it to have a character that we all freak out over being there. I want them to have like that moment, like Ingo in Legends Arceus, where someone just shows up and everyone's just like, what? You know? Where someone just pops in and all of a sudden you're just freaking out because what are they doing here? What could this mean for the lore? I think they should add Super Mario as the final boss. That'd be very cool. Well, you can get Yoshi in the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo Power told me so, so it has to be true. Wait, was it Yoshi or Luigi? Was it? It might have been Luigi. Hold on. Where is it? There. Oh, it's Luigi. That's right. You can get Luigi. No, you can get Yoshi. Can you get both? I'm seeing both. Okay, it's Yoshi. You can get Yoshi. It's Yoshi. You just evolve your Dragonite. Yeah. Chat, I'm gonna give you exactly how to get Yoshi in the original Pokemon games right now. Okay. Okay. This is top secret information. You can't share this with anybody. All right. Here you go. First, both players need to have beaten the game with all 150 Pokemon. Okay. Then blue version evolves Dratini to Dragonite. Okay. Then trades it to red version. All right. Well, okay. Start. Blue version player got to trade the red version for a Dratini. The blue version evolves that Dratini to a Dragonite and trade it to red version. Red version has to head to the basement of the unknown dungeon where Mewtwo was. But they got to take a Firestone and use it on that Dragonite. Even though it says not available, it actually will select it. The screen's going to glitch and Dragonite will evolve into Yoshi. That's right, and Yoshi is actually Pokemon number 999. That's right, it's not Golden Go, it's been Yoshi all along. Been Yoshi all along. Yoshi is in the game. He's in there. Yeah. Yeah. You can also evolve Seviper into Arbok? I've heard these rumors as well. There's also a Luigi one, but that might have been something that, like, that someone just made. Luigi Pokemon, Mario Wiki. Oh, wait. Really? Luigi might have been from the website. I think Yoshi's from the magazine, Luigi's from the website. I think that's the joke. They, like, did 2 different jokes for each publication. Pretty sure Mario has a featured box in TCG that goes for a ridiculous price now. Yeah, it went for a ridiculous price back then. It just goes for, like, a ridiculous-er price now. Like, it was expensive back then. It was hard to find back then. It's just the price of a house now. Do you know that you can find Mew under a truck? This is true. Look, anything is possible in the original Pokemon game. You can do so much with arbitrary code execution that anything might as well be possible in the original Pokemon games. You can make it all happen. They need to bring Yoshi back, though. Certain Sonic Pokemon... Yeah, let's not talk about the Sonic Pokemon crossover. We all know. It's better left unspoken. All right, I'm gonna do this for 6 more minutes till I get to 1:30 in the stream, and then we will go do a different shiny hunt. We are, like, disintegrating and cloning so many Mias right now. We're on, like, our 15,000th Mia. If how these teleporters work is how I think they work. What shiny are we going for? I want shiny Doublade or shiny Honedge. I want a shiny sword, all right? So the swords spawn in this room. They do spawn in just from the teleporter. We are good with that. I checked. All good. Have you played the online ranked at all? I've played a little bit. I haven't, like, made a proper team for it. I've just, like, messed around to get my my Greninja-ites. I've heard Glaceon's very good. I want to make a Glaceon for it. I'd love to get one shiny Eevee so that I can get a Glaceon. You know? Although I don't quite know where the best place to shiny hunt Eevee is yet. I know it's in Zone 19, but it's only sometimes there, right? It is also... You can also do it, like, on the roof, of course, but that's going to take way longer because you're only re-rolling one Pokemon, and it's taking long as hell. Going for a shiny starter right now. Which starter are you going for? Any of them? Or one in particular? I got one without trying. I wanted Altaria. Any? Fair. Eevee is the Nepo baby of the Pokemon world. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that every time they put in Eevee, they have to put in, like, 50 other Pokemon. There's a rooftop on the west side that lets you reset pretty easily. Okay. We know Legends ZA, Kalos, and Galar used to have a very rough history with each other. I'll point this out. Kalos has Aegislash with his sword and shield. Did Kalos steal Aegislash? Possibly. I could get behind this theory. You know? It's a cursed sword stolen from, like, the sword and shield from Zacian and Zamazenta. They stole the weapons, and it became cursed because it was stolen from a different country, and that's how the Pokemon got made. Game theory. Is Pokemon actually Link in Majora's Mask? Game theory. Is Pokemon actually the coma dream of Link from Majora's Mask? Game theory. Is Pokemon actually my coma dream and I need to wake up? Game theory. Does all of Pokemon take place inside the mind of a little toddler, and that's why you little toddlers all like it so much? Is that why it's a game for stinky babies? In Black and White Remakes, they will have you pay $150 for Pokemon Center. Yeah. We ain't getting those for a while. During the darkest day? Yeah, everything... Here's the thing. they are very much so shifting the lore so that everything interesting in this franchise happens exactly 3,000 years ago. Which would imply that Galar has stolen a lot of Indian artifact Pokemon. Well, that's where Kaparaja comes from. That's where Kaparaja comes from. It comes from the Indian region, whatever it's called. Unlimited Nia Xenoblades? Yeah, we're just, you know... If I could only make the clones and not have them disintegrate, I would be, like, rich right now. Add the key jingling DLC for the game that costs $70. It's just a gif of keys jingling. That's, like, an actual thing that would exist on the Switch eShop. Some game out there somewhere has the key jingling DLC. And it might be Hentai World Premium Edition. You know? It might be that one. That feels like something that they would sell. But yeah, they're 100% just retconning everything in these games to have taken place 3,000 years ago. That's where they're headed with everything. Because already, AZ firing off the ultimate weapon and Galarian's Darkest Day were 3,000 years ago. I think they're adding Hisui to that list. I think they want Hisui to take place at the same time. Just for convenience's sake. I think that's where they're going. I mean, like, historically, Hisui would, like, take place around 200 years ago, but I think they're leaning towards just having it be farther back because they can. Game Freak should hire me so we can get good games. Okay, but just put Nia Xenoblade in there. Just ask Monolith Soft. Wasn't there a game leaked with multiple regions in it? Yes, that's not the next Legends game, though. The next Legends game was also leaked. And if I said what it was, you would be like, oh, yeah, of course. That makes perfect sense with what we're talking about right now. But I think they've also, like, I think the next Legends game is going to be slightly different. I feel like they're operating off slightly old information, but I also think that they're committed to doing what they're doing. Pokemon Legends Tapu, where it takes place 1,000 years before modern day, and the story will just be how Tapus became the Tapus. Love a Legends game in Alola. I want to see alien interference. I want to see aliens interfere with Alola's history. The Ultra Beasts. Did you see where they apparently hinted towards Legends Arceus and Pokemon Conquest back during Gen 5? What did they do with that? I know Conquest, like, the entire region was shaped like Arceus. I remember that. That was a fun map. Alright, no swords for me. Noivern has not spawned back in yet. No shiny puppies. Alright. We're going somewhere else to shiny hunt. I guess we got a Noivern, and that's what we got. Ah, well. There's a reference to the Blade Gacha system that we made here. A little bit. Where can we fly? We load in Houndooms from here, I think? Let's see. Let's see what loads in at this fly point, because this is a fun one. We get a Houndour. Nothing in the trees. We get a Houndour. We get Houndoom. We probably get something on this roof, which I think is a Pikachu. We get Metatites, maybe. Yeah, that fly point's not very good. Baldwin 13's pretty small. Let's do this one. That loads in some Vivillons. Alright, let's see how far we can go. That's 41, so the center is about 50. About there, okay. Prediction for Legends EA, Ultra Beasts will make a comeback in the DLC? I hope so. Look, it's been too long since we had Ultra Beasts. We need some Ultra Beasts up in here. They haven't been in the game since Alola. We can get Pinsir here, and we can get Vivillons. I already have Vivillons. We could do more over there. Ooh, let's see what we load in by loading this area. Ultra Necrozma versus Mega Zygarde. That would be pretty cool. Ultra Necrozma was like the first big boss fight Pokemon, you know? The first big endgame boss fight Pokemon. It would be neat to have that back. Okay, this one gives you A-Rods, a Molga, that guy. So many Pokemon spawn in here. Oh, let's do this one. Love it. You spawn in a bunch of Pokemon in this area. Your count went from 227 within 50 minutes. Yeah, that's how the Shorts algorithm works. It just means we're not in the Shorts algorithm right now. Which is fine, because when we're in the Shorts algorithm, you saw how people show up. You saw how people, like, pop in and starting shit. Weren't they in the Sword and Shield DLC? Were they? Were they? I don't know. I never played the Sword and Shield DLC. Oh, okay. Wait, it's this button? Oh, okay, that's what we're doing. Right, that's the one that's there. They were in Dynamax Adventures? Oh, okay. I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that they were there. That's so weird, but good for them, I guess. You know, if horrors beyond our reality's imagination want to be in Dynamax Adventures, they can be. Why not? I mean, I guess that's such a weird place to put them, though. That's such a weird place to have them be. But fair enough. If it gets them into a game, it gets them into a game. I loved going to Ultra Space, though. They need to make a game about Ultra Space where you just go to different dimensions. I mean, you know, hopefully that's what the DLC would be about, but that was so much fun going to Ultra Space and just, like, finding all the weird, unique places the Ultra Beasts come from. Especially, obviously, Howley City, which was the coolest one. The fact that you went to Guzzlord's dimension, it was just like, yeah, this is the dimension where people fucked up and caused a nuclear winter, and Guzzlord's the only thing that can live on Earth. Like, that was cool. That you could just go there. And it was just like, oh. Oh. Dang. I didn't know you were allowed to do that in a Pokemon game. And it's just something that you, like, stumble upon. It's not part of a quest. It's just a place that you go. And put the pieces together yourself. But, like, Ultra Jungle also had bumpy music. Hold on. We need to listen to the Ultra Jungle theme. Pokemon Ultra Jungle. We're listening to Peak right now. Yeah. Yeah. You just go to a dimension where all the trees are made of muscles. And that's where Buzzwole lives. And it plays this music. We're a 10-year-old in Ultra Sun and Moon 2? I think 11. I think that one's confirmed to be 11 because Lily is 11. And you're the same age as Lily. I believe so. Because, like, they went older with X and Y. Like, X and Y, it was like a 15-year-old protagonist, and that was cool. But then they went back to younger, and I was like, I'm a 17-year-old. I want to play as my age. Yeah, you were the perfect age for that. That could be counted as child endangerment? Crazy. A little bit. Confident we're 16 in ZA? I don't know how old we are in ZA. Based on the post-game... Look. Some things happened in the post-game that made me go, huh. You can't be CEO of a company. Can you be CEO of a company? I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. All that matters is that they very clearly wanted to be like... It just matters whether or not they're telling like a mature story or not. I don't know that our characters have enough characters to know in Sword and Shield. Google says 16 to 21 in ZA. They might just be talking about Emma. But fair enough. I think Game Freak likes to leave it open to interpretation now. Literally just so, like, you can self-insert. Because, like, that's what I consider. Like, when I make my trainer up to look like me, I'm like, that's me. I'm a random 25-year-old in this game. Of course. Of course that's me, you know? I'm like, that person is me. They will be me now. You know, if you want to self-project onto the protagonist, why not? Please let Gen 10 have facial hair options. Okay, real. Oh, this banger. This absolute banger. Alright, we need to listen to... No, I don't want to listen to the Ultra Ruin theme. That doesn't have anything going on with it. That theme is literally nothing. Why is that first in this playlist? We'll be running a mustache and only a mustache? Real. Just the most devious, twirly villain mustache of all time. Piercing options would be cool. Oh, piercing options is in this game. Yeah. I always forget that ear piercing is a piercing. Because, like, who doesn't have that? That's a normal thing. But yeah, get like some septum piercings in there. Try Ultra Plant. Okay. Okay, where's Ultra Plant? There it is. Okay. Club Penguin Recycling Center vibes. I haven't heard these themes in forever. Because these weren't places you could go to, like, all the time. You had to get lucky to go to these dimensions. They were pretty rare. A vibe. Hope Cartana gets some spotlight? That's right. The Ultra Beasts haven't been back in the card game forever. That's what I was thinking about. Like, where have they been in the card game? Get them in there. Okay, Onyx is there. Do we have any shinies? No shinies. But I'm re-rolling so many Pokemon. Yeah, we haven't gotten any Ultra Beast cards in the TCG since Cosmic Eclipse, the last set of Sun and Moon. For some reason, they've just refused to print any of them. Ultra Beasts were introduced a decade ago? Almost, you're right. 2016. 9 years ago. Which is crazy. It's also crazy how they very clearly, like, during production, planned a plot point where each of the Ultra Beasts was 100% supposed to correspond to one of the characters in-game, and then just didn't do anything with that. Oh, yeah, they're in TCG Pocket. TCG Pocket doesn't count. Pocket doesn't count. Let's be real. But, like, it's crazy how, like... how Xurkitree is just Guzma. And how Lily is just Nihiligo. And how Lusamine is just Pheromosa. And how Guzzlord is just Hala. Like, how you can just connect each one of these Ultra Beasts to a random character from the game. Like, it makes sense with Lily, because obviously Lusamine dressed her that way because she was obsessed. And then you can, like, sort of make it make sense for Lusamine. Because, like, okay, maybe she dressed like an Ultra Beast, I guess. There is no reason that Guzzlord looks like Xurkitree. There's no reason for that. Oh yeah, we didn't get to explore, like, the Ultra City at all. There were people that lived there. Didn't realize how fast you could reload an area on Switch too. Oh yeah, it is super fast reloads. Peak shiny hunting material. I would like to explore, like, the Ultra City. Hopefully that's what we get in the DLC. You know what? I want to explore the Ultra Megalopolis. I want to see what crazy people are living there and what they're doing in their Ultra Beast place. Why not? Make that what Mega Dimension is about. I guess it's called Mega Dimension, not Ultra Dimension. Oh. But let us do that. Because, like, there are just people living in some of the alternate dimensions that you find. There's people living in Cortana's dimension. There's people living in the city. And there's people living... There's one guy living in Guzzlords who's like, yeah, everyone left. Sorry. There were people living in Guzzlords. There is one guy left. Is that an alpha? Or is that a shiny? Let's reload and find out. It was an alpha. What other songs do we got? Ultra Crater? Ooh. Bumpin', bumpin'. Ultra Crater was one of the coolest dimensions, too. Because that one just had Celesteals blasting off and, like, fucking up the Earth. It was just like, what if there's big-ass 50-foot-tall rockets everywhere that just sometimes blast and leave craters? And you just had to be like, oh, okay. You know, sure. Why not? This is a safe place to be. There are technically people living in the distortion world as well. Rip Cyrus. Yeah, I wonder if we're ever going to see that. Because, like, a lot of people, once they started doing multiple universes in Gen 6 and 7, were like, oh, they're going to bring back Cyrus. He's going to get through the distortion world to, like, the new universe. And then he didn't. And they did it with Annabelle instead, which was crazy. That they were just like, yeah, Annabelle from Gen 3, from Pokemon Emerald version specifically, she's gonna be the one who's from the old universe. Her. And then they didn't do anything with Cyrus from his distortion world. Like, even the version of Cyrus you fight in Rainbow Rocket is not the original Cyrus. He's a different Cyrus. He's a Cyrus who was successful. I don't know, I guess Volo might be in the distortion world now. Well, not anymore. He is actively living on the street somewhere. Look, Volo might have been in the distortion world. He's in this city somewhere. That's what the dialogue implies. He donated that costume recently. He's nearby. This could be Volo. I'm just kidding. This is the courier who's literally... Okay, every instance of this courier in this game is the same guy, canonically. This could be Volo. This could be Volo right here. We don't know. This could be Volo. That could be Volo. This is probably not Volo, to be honest. This person, probably not Volo. But it could be. This woman could be Volo. Volo transitioned. You are also probably not Volo, all things considered. You could be Volo. All these people and more could be Volo. I believe the protagonist made it back to modern times. I don't think we'll ever get an answer, unfortunately. I find the more... I find myself liking the more angsty answer. The more angsty answers for a lot of this stuff now. So, like, I kind of find myself being like, oh, I hope that they didn't make it back. And they liked their new life. Because then, like, there's a bunch of people in the present who just have a missing persons case that never got solved. Oh! We found a shiny! And, like, that's fun. I like the angst in that. I don't even know what the shiny is yet. Iron Head. Don't mind if I do. So, like, my headcanon, I don't want them to have returned. But I also don't think we're ever going to get, like, a legitimate answer to what happened. Oh, it's a Drillbur. He's a Great Ball guy, I believe. I cannot see him. Okay, well, I think we got him. We're good. We're good. We're good. I think the protagonist got sent back with Ingo. Or, yeah, with Ingo. Because the battery train started up back then. I think that might be the correct answer. Is that it was just them that got sent back. But... I mean, they also got sent back, but... I do like that it's fun that they're leaving it up to our own interpretation. We got shiny Drillbur now. Let's go for one more shiny. Let's do these reset. Let's do a little bit of Wild Zone 3 resetting. Okay. I know, battle trains, yeah. Let's do a little bit of Zone 3. Nice quick resets. Get at least one more shiny in the bunch before we end for the night. Possibly a Floette. It's crazy how you think about it. How Enamorus has been lost to time along with Origin, Dialga, or Palkia. Yeah. Yeah. What was Enamorus even doing? What force of nature was Enamorus really controlling? Love? Love is not... I don't know about that. What the helly? I got an email. Expected Tuesday Jesus Christ. That got mega delayed. Well, good for it. This is the best part of this shiny hunting, because you can just check your phone during. Is this a song? This isn't a song. Yeah, this is what the Ultra Ruin theme sounds like, by the way. This is the dimension that you go to in Sun and Moon, where everything's just fucked up and humanity destroyed the Earth. And it's just Howley City's theme backwards and distorted, and like they put this in a Pokemon game. Oh, I hear one. Chad, I think I hear one. I think I hear a shiny. I don't know. I don't know. Don't understand how people said AZ was a good person. Dude literally built a doomsday device for single Pokemon. Yeah, but like... he's just a little silly, okay? Look, there's no sense in like getting mad at him for it 3,000 years later. He's obviously not that person now. And he's had to live for 3,000 years. I feel like at a certain point, it's not worth being mad at him. It's not worth the effort. Do you have Charm? I do. I don't know. I think AZ deserves some happiness. Yeah, like, he killed a lot of people, but, like, it's been a while. And he's sorry. Yeah, they all would have died anyway. They all would be dead by now anyway. Now, the issue is that he created a second Doomsday device by accident. He created a second by accident. And, you know, oopsies. Oopsies on that one. He meant for that one not to be, like, a murder weapon, though. So, you know. Maybe justified. I don't know why he did that. I'm not quite sure, honestly. There's shiny spawning everywhere. It's just the one. It's just the one. Look, we gotta let him charge up. We gotta charge up our shiny meter, okay? We gotta charge up our shiny meter. It's what AZ would want. We're gonna charge it up and then kill them all in honor of hitting it. Look, he just got a little silly. He got a little silly one day. You know. What if someone said, you can't put your Pokemon... I'm taking all your Pokemon from Pokemon Bank and murdering them. You'd want to murder whoever made that decision. It's valid. It's valid. If all your Pokemon were sent to the ether. Oh. Big stretch. I wonder what the one shiny we're hearing is. It's probably Litleo. It's usually Litleo when you hear it. It could be Floette, though, or Flabebe. Wooper? Oh, if only. Also, post-game thinks I'm going to grind 750,000 points for Floette. I'm just going to touch trade when I get online. Oh, is that how many you need to do for the challenges? That's crazy. I wanted all the money for the outfit, so I finished one of those things before I finished the other, honestly. I got really good at doing the nighttime runs. There is a max amount of money you can get from them, and I got really good at hitting that max amount of money. But it's not that hard. It's not actually that hard to get the things. All right. Oh, it's Pancham. It's Pancham. Hello, Pancham. All right, well, we got him. So there's that. 2 tickets per night? Yeah, probably. That feels right. What's the max? 449,000. I forget what the 100 is. $449,000, basically. 30 trainers is the max multiplier. And then the max amount of medals you can get is 9,999. Okay, no Skiddos. Yeah, it would be nice if they removed the cutscene thing, but I do get why it's there. Okay, we checked the Pidgey. I don't think there's any Fletchlings because we would have heard it. No Sawaddles, or not Sawaddle, whatever this guy is. Whoever this little dude is, none of him. Badoo, no. No Fletchlings. Oh, no Fletchlings right there. Okay. No Swirlix. No of him. No Swirlix. No Fletchling. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do one more here just because they're so fast. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with their first update, because obviously they're going to try and remove this shiny hunting method, right? But, like, I don't know how they'll do that. I don't know how you remove this. Like, what do you do about this? It's so easy to do. How do you, like, get rid of this without fundamentally changing the name? Add back sandwiches? That is the thing. Like, Legends Arceus had a shiny hunting method that was a little too easy when it first came out. And, like, how they dealt with that is they, like, added on to it. They, like, made the raids different and, like, gave you something else to do with the raids that let you, like, shiny hunt alphas easier and, like, do a whole bunch with that. I feel like maybe something like that's in store for this game, where they, like, remove this shiny hunting method, but also, like, put something in its place, hopefully. Maybe. Or maybe our shiny hunting is just all gonna be, like, our actual method's gonna be an Ultra Dimension. And, like, that's part of how they sell it. I like sandwich hunting a lot, though. I like how much you get to do while shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. In this game, you just reset stuff over and over again, and, like, that can get a little boring. In Scarlet and Violet, you get to wander around. You get to, you know, look at everything that's spawning in. You know? This might be the first game I complete the shiny dex in. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in this game. Because, like, it seems like there's a lot of them that would be easy, but a lot of them that would be super hard or, like, annoying to do. I don't know. I know that, like, there's also some that are deceptively hard in Scarlet and Violet. I know that Senkern is annoying, apparently, and I'm not looking forward to that. But, like, I don't know. I feel like overall, it might be easier to do it in Scarlet and Violet. But there's got to be, like, some niche Pokemon that only have one spawn in this where it's, like, really annoying to get them to show up. Especially if you can only bench hunt for it. Like, I got my one Fennekin. I was lucky. I can't imagine getting those Fennekins over and over again. Trying to get shiny Goomy would be insane. Like, I don't even know where you find a Goomy yet. They spawn sometimes in the sewers, and there's a place that they show up during rain. They show up in a couple places during the rain. But they are single spawns during the rain, so good luck with that. Goomy does not seem like he'd be easy. Goomy seems like he'd be very difficult, in fact. I don't know. Oh, big stretch again. Big stretch again. My favorite. When we get new Xenoblade? I know we got a Xenoblade this year. Will you ever make a Discord server? There is a link to it in the description. I just didn't tell you earlier because there were like 200 people in chat and I did not want to get it raided. But there is a link to the Discord in the description right now. If you're watching the shorts feed, you might have to navigate to my channel and like find the video upload for this. But it is there. I need Xenoblade X Switch 2 upgrade patch. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to like actually play it again. I played it for a little bit on the channel on a live stream, But now I'm just kind of waiting for them to do the inevitable upgrade patch. Because it deserves it. Come on. I was having fun with it. I was having a lot of fun with what I was playing. I don't like the Xenoblade 1 battle mechanics as much, but I did like the, having to listen to what your teammates are saying and, combo with them and do, the teamwork stuff, and they would be like, use this move, and you'd be like, okay. And you'd, combo into it, and that was cool. And obviously the aesthetic was great. Alright. Let's see. We don't have a Fletchling. No shiny Fletchling. We don't have a Litleo. No shiny Litleo. We have the Google Chrome logo a bunch of times. We have big Flabebe. But no shiny Flabebes. No shiny Mimis. Regular Flabebes. I don't know if these Pikachus can even spawn. I don't know if they're even close enough. I hope they are. I've gotten Mimi from it before. No shiny Skiddos. No shinies this time, really? Well, let's go take a little look-see. Ah, there's the shiny. There's the shiny. It's a Pidgey this time. There's the shiny. There it is. Get in the ball, Pidgey. There we are. Another shiny Pidgey for the collection. Can we get a shiny bug? Shiny bug? Shiny bug? Anyone want to give me a shiny bug? This Emolga can also be shiny, I'm pretty sure. Shiny bug? No? No shiny bugs? Alright. Yeah, this Emolga over here is, just barely in range. It's crazy. Oh, the Fletchlings are gone. They did not come back. I should not have scared them off in the first place. Alright. No shiny Swirlixes. Okay. I will accept that shiny Pidgey as the last of the night. Tonight, we got a shiny Slowpoke, who is looking gorgeous, by the way. A shiny Alpha Sharpedo out of nowhere, who I don't even think was in the shiny reset range. So that was just a random. Shoutouts to him. Shiny Noivern, while we were looking for our swords. A shiny Drillbur from just flying back and forth to the construction area. Shiny Pancham from, of course, the OP Route 3 spot. And a shiny Pidgey. That is all the stream for tonight. I will catch y'all next time, whenever I do it. I might do a Halloween stream. I haven't decided yet. Look, we might play something a little spooky. I haven't decided. All right? It would be cool if I, played FNAF 2, because I played FNAF 1 last year for Halloween. But FNAF 2 is scary and harder than FNAF 1, so I don't know. I don't know if we play FNAF 2. I don't know if I'm fully recovered enough. Anyway, I will catch y'all next stream. Bye-bye.